This is just a headline that I created that I think is important, and I think will interest you all. And it is how to get sellers to say yes before you talk to them. How to get them to sign the lease option memo to give you control of their property, or to give you the right to have them sign the deed over to you and do a property subject to, so you just take over their loan on the property without ever speaking to them. And it's all about sequential marketing. You go through a process and you send them an email or a voice blast or a text blast that drives them to a website that explains what you're doing. And we've got 3 different seller websites that we're driving them to. One is the rent-to-own seller site that explains the for rent method and how we flip properties on a lease option. The second one is a we will buy site, which is basically I buy houses for cash or any other way that you've got it. I don't care if they're ugly. I don't care what kind of condition they're in. I don't care what situation you're in. I'll buy those properties. And when they can fill out that form, and it's got a bunch of questions on there. It gives you all the information you need about their property. And the third one is the subject to for sale by owner campaign, and that's teaches the buyer. Teaches the seller how to sell it to you subject to it by deeding the property to you. So all you have to do is start making the payments on the property. But it's basically them giving you that property. If you want them to do this before you talk to them, so that when you call them, after you get the lead in, when you call them, you say, well, do you understand how I work? And they say, yes, I understand. Do you have any questions about it? No, I think you pretty much explained it to me. Okay, great. I'm going to send over this document, and all you need to do is sign it, and we'll get the ball rolling. Is that okay? Says, that sounds great. Okay, great. Because you already have the information because they filled out a form. They already have the information because they read your website and listened to your audio, and they're ready to go. All you have to do is sign the paperwork. So when you get somebody to fill out that form, whether it's one of those 3 seller forms, and you get that lead, that's why we close 80 to 90% of those, because mainly the ones we don't close are ones that we don't want, and where they get an email today about this method, where they get an email tomorrow about this method, next week about this method, next week about this method, following week about this method, and you do that over a period of time until they either opt out of your list or they die, whatever comes first.